Okay, here we go. Ready for my practice. Okay, so standing up tall, rooting down through my feet, and taking a few breaths in, bringing myself to my center. So my practice is I'm just really going to listen to my body, what my body wants to do. So arms come all the way up. And then exhale, bring your hands through my heart. And then down onto my hips. Legs are a little bit wider, bending into my knees. And I'm going to start to do some circles in my hips. I'm getting right in there into my lower back. Just noticing every movement that I'm making. And then opposite direction. And when you're doing your own practice, it's really good to listen to the body. So the body communicates through sensation. Paying attention to all those little sensations that are flooding the body. Some of them are really big. Some of them are little whispers. Okay. And then staying in a forward fold, reaching all the way down towards my toes and just letting myself hang heavy. A few breaths here. And then inhale, coming all the way up, reaching up. All the way up. And then arms come back to my heart. Walking to the front of my mat. Rooting down through my feet. Spreading out through the toes, pressing each toe down. And then moving into the heels so that I am totally balanced through both my entire feet. Inhale the arms all the way up. And then exhale, open up and forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward bend, plant my hands, right leg back. And just reach it back. Feeling that stretch through my right leg. And then come into plank. Knees come down, chest comes down, hug the elbows in towards the side of the body. And then inhale into cobra. Curl the toes, press up into downward dog. And just walking the feet for this first downward dog. Okay, right foot comes forwards, coming back into that lunge, reaching that left heel back, stretching out that left leg, and then taking a step forwards into a forward bend. And then coming all the way up, back up to stand, reach up, exhale, forward bend. Halfway lift, forward bend, plant the hands, left leg reaches back. Stretching through that left heel. Right leg comes back into a plank, holding that plank. And bring the knees down. Hug the elbows in towards the sides of the body as you lower all the way down to the ground. Reaching the feet back behind me and pressing up into cobra. And then curl the toes back to downward dog. Taking a few breaths here and walking those feet out. Okay, staying in some stillness, and then the right foot comes forwards. Nope, left foot comes forwards. Reaching that heel back. Coming into this lunge. Okay, and then taking a step forwards into a forward bend. And then bringing myself all the way up to stand. And bring my hands towards the heart. Inhale the arms all the way back up. Exhale, forward bend. halfway lift, forward bend, right leg goes back into that lunge, and have the hands under the inside of my foot, planting my right arm, my left arm reaches up, and then I'm just gonna switch hands. Left hand plants, right arm reaches, right hand comes back. Coming into my plank, bring the knees down, lower all the way down onto my belly, and then coming into cobra, and then back into a downward dog. Reach. And then right foot comes forwards, coming back into that lunge. And then I'm going to pivot into Sukhanasana. Actually, that's not Sukhanasana. The side lunge. I'm going to plant my right hand down and then reach my left arm up, flexing up my left foot. And then walking over towards that other side, left side. Skandinasana, that's what it's called. And then reaching up my right arm. And then walking back over to the right foot. Pivoting again into that lunge. And then taking a step forwards into a forward bend. Inhale, lifting all the way up. And exhale, forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward bend. Left leg goes back into a lunge. Reaching that heel back. Hands going to the inside of my right foot. And planting the left hand, and the right arm reaches up. A little twist. And then the changing hands, right hand plants. And the left arm reaches up. Good. And planting back down into that lunge. Coming into a plank. Knees come down. All the way down onto my belly. Reaching the feet back into cobra. And then into a downward dog. Stretching everything out. And the left foot comes forwards. Holding it there for a moment. And I'm going to turn over and bend into the left side, into Skandinasana again. So sorry, you're going to see the back of me. Planting my left hand, right arm is reaching up. And then walking over towards the right leg. Right hand planting, and the left arm is reaching up. And then walk back all the way over towards that left side. And then pivot. So I'm back into a lunge. And taking a step forwards into a forward bend. Bring myself all the way back up. And forward bend all the way down. Halfway lift. Forward bend. Right leg back. Left leg back into a plank. Bringing the knees down wide. And coming into a child's pose. And just holding it here. And then bring myself up into table, curling my toes. I'm just kneading the ground for a few moments. And then toes directly behind the heels, and 3 sets of cow and cat. And then sitting back onto my heels. My hands together by my heart. Just taking a moment here. So taking these moments that I'm doing a scan of my body, mind, noticing how I'm feeling, checking out my breath, letting myself become calm again. Okay, and then I'm going to transition into shoelace pose. So my left leg is under, right leg is crossed over. And I'm going to stack my knees on top. You might have to do something else, but I'm holding on to my toes, my big toes, sitting up nice and tall. This feels really good in my hips. Taking a few moments here. And then I'm going to bring myself into eagle arms. So my right arm's going to go underneath the left, holding them in, spreading out my shoulder blades, keeping my shoulders down. I'm going to take a few breaths here, trying to settle my hips a little bit deeper into the ground. And then unwind my arms, reaching out, bring my hands clasped behind me, open up through the chest, and forward bend. And then bring myself all the way back up. Release the hands, release the legs, shake. And then bring the right leg underneath, left leg on top. I'm going to stack my knees. And again, holding on to my toes. Allowing my hips to relax into the ground. A few breaths here. Okay, and then eagle arms on the side. So the left arm underneath the right arm, twisting around. I'm just holding the elbows close in towards my chest. A couple breaths here. And then unwinding the arms. Bring my hands behind me. Now the trick is to remember which hand was on top to do the odd shape of holding onto my hands, opening up here and forward bending. Couple breaths here. And then coming all the way back up. Releasing the arms and releasing the legs. Stretching them out. And then just sitting into Sukhanasana, easy seat. And just taking a moment just to notice. Okay, so that's my practice for now. If you want to add anything onto that, go for it. Namaste. I'm not going to do Savasana right now. I'll do it at another time. So, whenever you need to do Savasana, go for it. Anyway, thanks for practicing with me, and I'll see you soon.